Surveyors are often the first personnel to arrive at the office, usually well before sunrise. Much of our preparation begins the day before, ensuring that equipment is properly stored and fully charged in anticipation of the day's work. Before leaving the office, we are supplied with calculated coordinates to begin working on any job site. Essential survey equipment, like the GPS receivers, robotic total stations, and levels, are then loaded into the truck before we head out to our first site of the day. Once on site, the crew takes time to set up necessary equipment and tools. Then, with the precise coordinates given for that site, the information is loaded into the data collector. After the equipment is set up, we will go through a check-in procedure to ensure that all known coordinates are correctly aligned and that all future data collected will be accurate. While on site, the crew will utilize robotic total stations and GPS receivers to carry out a variety of tasks. Some assignments can involve establishing house locations, layouts, and setting property corners, as well as locating easements and establishing areas for utilities, curbing, and roadways. A large part of our responsibility is to assess the records and evidence and make measurements in the field to identify where boundaries are and establish a legal record that is as close to perfect as can be. Much of our day is spent out in the elements, loading and placing stakes and hubs according to the established coordinates. Placing as many as 100 stakes in a day on one or several job sites, survey crews often face extreme cold and heat, day in and day out, and trek through difficult terrain when necessary to accomplish these surveys. The data collected assists contractors and engineers to determine where to place critical water and sewer lines prior to and during construction. As technology advances and evolves, our capabilities have expanded to include unmanned aerial vehicle services, also known as UAV or drone. UAVs allow our team to collect large amounts of photogrammetric data by covering sizable areas of land in a fraction of the time. This data provides our clients with enhanced aerial images for more precise assessments, which are gathered safely and efficiently. After the crew completes their measurements for all their assigned job sites, they must secure and repack all the equipment in the truck to be taken back to the office for the day. Back in the office, the data collected is then transferred onto the office computers to prepare highly detailed maps. The survey crew scans additional notes taken in the field that will aid in the design process. Our survey professionals play an integral role in collecting key measurements that set the foundation for all the work our architects and engineers do in planning, designing, and building better communities for tomorrow.